Hello, everyone. This is Laleh Hancock. And for today's video, I wanted to share one of my favorite and least favorite tools. It's all wrapped in one. I'm actually kidding. It really is one of the most amazing tools that gets you out of the craziness in your head and to become more present and to actually allow your life to work for you. So, about 9 years ago, I learned a tool from Access Consciousness. It's called the 10-second increment of choice. And really, it just shows you that, most of us, our whole life, we choose something and we hold on to it until the end of our breath. But most things don't actually need to be that way. They were a moment that you chose something, but it doesn't mean that it has to be a decision that you hold on to for the rest of your life. And if you are actually willing to make it be 10 seconds, you start to even appreciate it differently, be able to enjoy it differently, and also know when it's time to change. I have a puppy, not a puppy. He was an older dog that I adopted here in Portugal. And it wasn't really until today that I realized how much he was teaching me about the 10-second increments of choice. When I met him, I adopted two other dogs and really never thought I was going to adopt multiple dogs. But when I saw him, I just was drawn to him and I knew he was older and I just didn't know how long he might be with me. But there was this magic in him that I knew I wanted to bring him home with me for as long as he wanted to stay. And it was interesting. Within 24 hours, some of you guys know his story. Like we found out there was all these things going on, ultrasounds, x-rays, blood work, and I didn't care. One of my businesses is called Global Wellness for All. We work with people and animals who have all sorts of things going on. It's not a big deal. But what I realized working with him, and his name is Glory, his body changed very quickly. Like his ability to not even just walk up and down the stairs, but to run down and run up the stairs every time there was a dog barking next door. His ability to actually have a voice. Like when I met him, he was a very quiet dog and really didn't bark and then started barking. We had things that were going on in his body, some bleeding from prostate and some liver and kidney. And, his face wasn't symmetrical. So you knew there was something going on. His body looked like he'd been hit by a car, some things on his legs. And in a very short period of time, you no longer notice these things. His face changed, his physical body changed, and he was not only running, but he actually was enjoying life and living, like truly living, not just waking up in the morning and hoping to make it through the day and wake up the next day. But he started to enjoy having toys. He started enjoying having, treats and playing with the other puppies. And it just was a whole new world. Now, a few weeks ago, things changed. And we started to notice that his back, hind legs, his paws, and even just the movement of his spine altered. And what used to be ease for him to climb up and down the stairs changed. And, there was 3 days that I literally thought he was leaving. His body was leaving because there was like no energy in him. And I got to watch these 10 seconds of choice. Like there was 10 seconds where he chose, he wanted to live, but not just live. He wanted to have a living of almost like a dog who is much younger. And then at some point it altered and he no longer wanted that. And for a few days, it seemed like he was leaving, but then it changed. Now, it was a little confusing being his owner of like, what are you choosing? Are you going to stay? Are you going to go? And towards the end, he really showed us it's time to go. And that, with his lack of mobility, he was unable to go even pee by himself. Just watching him was just really not easy as someone who adores him, but I get how much he was also showing this was his choice. Now, this 10-second really is for you to say, okay, if I have 10 seconds to live the rest of my life, what do I choose? Okay, time's up. Now, what are you going to choose? And when I first got this, I was like, whatever this tool is, yeah. But really being willing to do that allows you to be so present. Even getting out of bed. Okay, these 10 seconds, I choose to get out of bed. These 10 seconds, I choose to brush my teeth. These 10 seconds, I choose happiness. These 10 seconds, I choose, I'm going to have a very successful business. Like your willingness to choose is actually what creates everything, creates your business, creates your joy, creates your finances. It's that willingness to choose. And how often are we not willing to be what Glory was willing to be? The willingness to have it all, be it all, and also choose when it was time to say no more, I'm done. And it doesn't have to be that you have to leave your body, even though that's a choice. But how often do we hold on to things, hold on to the baggages, our stories from so long ago that it's not just doing us any good? And if you are willing to actually try this tool, try it for a day, try it for 2 days, try it for 3 days, see how different things are, because it's we don't realize, but every day we wake up with so much garbage, so much baggage holding us back. We chose it. We made it our baggage, our stories, and we have to be willing to let them go. And when you let them go and you're really willing to try this 10-second, you'll notice that things that used to upset you might be different. Those trigger moments of boom may change as well. You'll also see how your choices expand. Where you think you only have one option, you'll realize, wow, I have 10 options, 20, 30, infinite options. So I just wanted to share because I was just perceiving this awareness of Glory and all the things that he was inviting me to, and how much I've had to be this 10-second the last few days since, we put him to sleep, and how much it's helped me. Not only, it's not a recovering, but has helped me have more ease with the choice that he made and me honoring it. And I've got to tell you, since the day he left, there's some moments I wish he was here with his amazing body, but there's been more joy because you perceive he's happier, he's more at peace. And that's actually ignited me to choose some things I haven't chosen before. So, we try to be the ones with all the answers, but sometimes it's actually our animals who teach us, or kids, or, the earth that teaches us so much more than what we are willing to choose. So, would you be willing to choose every 10 seconds and see what else you add into your life and living? Because you choosing also inspires others. So until next time, and I invite you guys to actually click the subscribe button and join us as we have lots of different tools that we share. And you can join us at globalwellnessforall.com/contact if you ever have any questions, or LalehHancock.com. Thank you. Bye, everyone.